Hi there, welcome to today's vlog. Today is day 3 on the Saxophone Advent Calendar. Apologies for the audio yesterday. It really kind of spoiled a lot of it. Make sure that you're checking out the playlists that are below. Each day I am doing a new vlog for you on YouTube, but over on Cambridge Saxophone there will be a playlist for each of the featured saxophone players each day. I strongly urge you to go over, listen to them, take those playlists, stick them onto your phone, listen to them on your computer, however else you want to do them. Spend a little bit of time that day just listening to each of these individual players and you will have a better experience of being a saxophone player. You will become more knowledgeable about each particular one. Now, I did say I was going to try and stick to people who are alive, but I've got to do this guy today. Today we're doing Hank Mobley. Now, whilst doing some research for this video, I found a great quote, which was that Hank Mobley is like the middleweight champion of the world for the saxophone, in that he doesn't have the heavyweight clout of a Sonny Rollins or a John Coltrane in terms of the intensity, but doesn't have the lyrical kind of laid-back stuff of Lester Young, Stan Getz. Now, I say each to their own. I think Hank Mobley is a fantastic player. I think those albums he does on Blue Note and the albums and the playing he does on those Jazz Messenger recordings are just incredible. So Hank Mobley was born in Eastman in Georgia in 1930, but grew up in New Jersey, in not far from Newark. And he started playing professionally around about the age of 19. Then went on to play with the likes of Dizzy Gillespie and Max Roach. But as I said before, it was with Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, with Horace Silver, those kind of guys, that he really, really made his name. Into the 1960s, and Mobley became, I think, the tenor sound of the Blue Note era, that kind of golden era of Blue Note records in the 1960s. Recorded over 20 albums for the Blue Note record label. My favourite is Soul Station. If you haven't checked out that whole album, can I strongly urge you to do so. There's plenty of tracks from Soul Station on the playlist, which again you can catch below. By the way, make sure you're subscribing, because that's really important. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on with these the Saxophone Advent Calendar, please do come along. In 1961, he had a brief time replacing John Coltrane in Miles Davis's quintet, but it didn't kind of work out. Mobley wasn't playing, obviously, very different sort of style from Coltrane. It wasn't the sound that Miles Davis wanted in his band, and so Hank Mobley was sort of moved over. He is on the album Someday My Prince Will Come. Obviously, Coltrane's on 2 tracks on that album as well, but you know, worth checking out. I didn't realise this, but in the 1970s he had to retire owing to lung problems, and he actually passed away, died in 1986. But you know, a very, very underrated player, a player that goes under a lot of people's radar. And if you haven't checked out much Hank Mobley, you really should, and you can start right now. Now, I've got a very special gig this afternoon at lunchtime. I'm literally playing for my supper, not singing for my supper. Hot Numbers, who I did a video for here when their jazz license, well, their music license was taken away. You don't need a license to play jazz, maybe you should. But anyway, they're doing a special appeal all week for the East Anglian Air Ambulance Service, and they asked me if I'd pop along and play some Christmas songs on the saxophone, and I said yes, for a free lunch, and obviously to raise some money for charity. But the biggest problem is this Cube Street thing, which I haven't used for years. I don't play solo gigs anymore. I certainly don't like playing with backing tracks, but today I've got to, because you know there's no money on the gig and there's no piano player available. The power lead for it has gone walkies in the move. I had a quick look in my garage, I can't find it anywhere, so I'm basically going to have to see if I can put something together so I've got something to play some kind of backing tracks through. The beauty of this thing is it actually works via battery, I think. I really enjoyed doing that. I didn't know whether I would or I wouldn't, but it was great. It was great to raise some money, to help raise some money for the East Anglian Air Ambulance, and to make some Christmas music, even though it is only the 3rd of December. So I'm now going to nip out before I pick the children up from school to test out my new camera lens on the 5D. I'm looking forward to this. One of the things I was worried about is not actually having any subjects as such to take photographs of, but there are actually some sheep. So I'm going to get some sheep pictures. So the lens is really fast focusing. See what it turns out like on the images you see. Now it's time to get the children and then head to the panto. Yeah? Everybody remember we're on level 3. You gonna press down?
Level 3.
Okay.
Down. I wish this one. I guess this one. Yes. See, I got it right.
Come on.
When I went to clean it. And nod and clap. That's what I had to do.
Get your picture taken under that one.
Daddy, you can go into.
Sadly my feet are so big I don't think I've got any other choice but to step on them.
My feet are so little, you need 3 of them to set them into one spot. Yeah.
So what do we think to the panto then, for the vlog?
It's really good.
Is it good? How many out of 10?
9.5.
9.5 out of 10, well done. Cambridge Arts Theatre, another great panto. Thank you very much for watching today's vlog. Check out the Hank Mobley playlist. This was my last vlog here, and I'm in the dark now, so I will see you tomorrow.